What is going on, Wolfpack Nation? We are live, y'all. We are rolling. We are excited to be going here today as we are here with a special edition, y'all, a Summer Olympics edition, which we're super, super excited about. So we're going to be talking, obviously, NC State. What?
Greg.
They're just trash talking.
Greg, I got something for you, Greg, right here. If you're even listening, you can't even listen. He can't even multitask over there.
Okay.
He can listen.
I'll show when he's ready to listen. When he's ready to listen. Greg, I got something for you. Hold on, Greg, I get it for you. Hold on. It's gonna get it.
I'm just
right down here. Here it is. Ready?
Oh my gosh. All right. Anyway, no track talking. So again, y'all, so we're going to be having a special edition. We're definitely going to be talking a little bit about NC State representing in the Summer Olympics. We're going to be talking all things NC State for sure. Once again, answer a couple of Tuffy's mailbag questions. But specifically, we're going to have our own edition of a mini Olympics, as I call it, and we'll call it the ultimate NC State fan Olympics. So I'll be honest, I kind of came up with this on spot. I'm like, you know what, we're gonna put it all behind us. As all the time, Greg and Macon go back and forth saying, exactly, are you even a fan? So now we're gonna figure out who is really a fan. So as you can see, I've updated the background to give us a little Olympic feels. So how this is gonna work is there's gonna be 6 different events, all right, and there's gonna be yep. There's going to be a gold, a silver, and a bronze
and a
for
10
every.
for
What's
Macon. And a 10 for Macon.
And a 10 for Macon. Yeah.
10. Yeah, 10.
Yeah. And so if you get first, you get 1 point, second, you get 2 points, and bronze, you get 3 points. The goal is to have the lowest amount of points. And then so basically we add all up at the end and
like the most points.
It's like golf.
Okay, then fine. All right, fine. We're gonna do gold is 3 points.
Do not concede, Layton. He's already trying to get in your mind.
Yeah, forget it, Greg. All right, first gets 1, second gets 2, third gets 3.
Yeah, that's
Simple.
right.
Right,
Get to him.
We're sticking it that way. And so the 6 of the 6 events are going to be 3 questions, 3 scavenger hunt style events. All right. So now the questions are not going to be a multiple choice. It's going to be write as many as you can kind of questions.
Okay.
All right. So with that being said, so again, we'll get to it here. We'll start off with a question.
We need the music. Dun 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 dun. How does the Olympic music?
Yeah.
All right.
We'll get copyrighted.
Well, not if we hum it.
Mm-hmm.
No, they'll get you for that too.
They'll get you for that too.
Yep. Anyway. All right, guys. So
where's the torch?
Yeah. All right, guys. So
yes, Macon.
I was gonna say I don't have a lighter or anything.
You like the torch?
I love it.
Yeah, Olympic games are on. We can begin.
Yes, that's right. But all right, so let's lock in, y'all. So again, we are here at the first event. First one is going to be a question. All right, so write as many as you can, and you also have 45 seconds to do it. All right, you have 45 seconds.
Make
so
sure
hold
I
on.
stretch here. Hold on. There we go.
Yeah, and actually, while you do that, I need to have a countdown.
Get your timer ready.
Let's get Greg all the stretch time he needs because he's gonna need all the help he can get.
Wow. All right, guys. So 45 seconds, y'all, to write as many football All-Americans. Go. So yeah.
Do last name discount?
I need full name.
Oh gosh. Does spelling count?
No. But well, okay. Let's put it this way. I just need to know. All right.
You need to know exactly who
I need to know. Yeah,
you're talking about.
Does that have to be first team? We can rookie count?
No. Consensus.
First team All-American.
First team All-American.
Consensus. That's how
Correct.
First team All-American?
Well, no, All-Americans. Let's go with that. Time's up.
Oh my gosh, that was way too fast.
I have so many questions.
I was writing too big.
All right.
I know more than this, but I only got 3.
All right, y'all. So here, let's put it this way. So Michael, since you said how many you have, what are your 3?
Icky, Bradbury, and Chubb.
Icky, Bradbury, and Chubb. Yep. Yep. So you got 3. Macon, how many you got?
I think this is right. I don't know if this is right. I'm probably gonna be wrong.
Okay.
I got Chubb. Is AJ Cole All-American?
No, I don't have. I
don't think so.
Not
Nyheim
for my
Hines?
research.
Let me look. Let's look at it real quick. I thought he was. I don't know why I can't remember.
It's throwing the challenge flag already.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Is he looking it up?
Uh,
He is.
I don't
He's
think he was
funny.
All-American.
No.
I don't think so.
No.
Nope. All right. See,
But-
I've
all
already lost. There you go.
But no. But how many? But who else did you have? Go.
I had it was Nyheim Hines All-American too.
Mm-mm.
I don't
Okay.
think
See,
so.
I'm already wrong. Craig's just
Nope.
like judging me hardcore right now.
Nope.
Not a good
Who
All right,
start.
go ahead. See, I've already wrong.
What? Well, no. Yeah, that's all you had. That's all you had. You,
So
you
I
have any
said I asked too many questions. So I'm a little
Okay.
struggling there.
All right, Greg. How many did you have?
So I technically have 5 on here.
Okay, go for it.
So I have Bradley Chubb,
Yep.
Jim Richter,
Yep.
Ted Brown.
Yep.
Was Phillip Rivers an All-American?
Nope.
I think he might have got second team.
Okay. Yeah. Second team.
But we're
That's
going first team, right? Yeah.
Okay, then probably not Torrey Holt then.
Yes. Torrey Holt,
Woo, there's
Really?
4.
1998.
Nice.
And I had Bradbury in my head, but I couldn't remember his first name. So you had said we had to have first and last, so I didn't get that one. But I do have
Correct.
officially have 4.
But you do have 4, which is one more
They-
than Michael.
They are
So
all here.
Three
If
more
anyone
than
needs to
me.
Check me.
I
More
knew
than me.
more. I just didn't write them down. I was right.
It doesn't count though. Thanks for playing.
that's right. That's right. All right. So
I need
so
to make my pen smaller too because it was taking up way too much space.
Is it bad? None of us wrote Peyton Wilson.
I was going to write him next until when I cut him
just
off.
totally
I will
forgot.
write him next.
Hunter says Adrian Wilson. No, I don't have. So here I'll say the ones
go
I
for it.
have. So
Yeah.
this first team. So yeah, Jim Richter who got it twice. Garrett Bradbury, Ted Brown, Dennis Byrd, Bradley Chubb, Christopher Dunn.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's probably who
Wow.
I'm thinking of. Not Cole.
Icky.
Yeah,
Damn it.
probably not.
Icky, Torrey Holt, Mark Permonti, Peyton Wilson, Bill Yost.
Yeah.
So
It's interesting. So not everybody in NC State's Ring of Honor was an All-American.
mhm.
It's like Russell Wilson's not on that list, right? So Phillip
Right.
Rivers technically.
No.
All right, so let's move on, y'all. So Greg with the gold, Michael with the silver, Macon with the bronze.
With also gold.
It should just be gold and silver since there's only 3 of us.
We're trying to say.
Well,
Good
but
point.
still, it's
Good point.
Listen,
I
all right.
like that, Michael. I second that.
yeah.
All right.
When Greg loses,
Oh,
it's
okay,
okay. I
it's
hope
gonna
he
be
remembers that.
2-1-0. All right. All right. So anyway, y'all. So now the next one, which will give you
10 million points.
I'll stick with 45 seconds. All right. But so it's got to be quick. But this is a scavenger, y'all. We're gonna do. You know what? All right. Let's stick with the questions. Let's stick questions, and then we'll do scavengers. Just
Okay.
that way
Oh my
we're not
gosh.
getting up and moving.
Yeah.
We'll stick with the
Getting back to
questions.
more.
Good idea. Great
Oh.
idea.
All right. So next one, list as many basketball coaches in the history of NC State basketball. Go. 45 seconds.
Is last names okay? Can we just go with last names?
Yeah. I'm okay. Yeah. So yeah, again, y'all. So for those listening, so we're and watching, so they're writing down as many NC State basketball coaches that have ever coached as a head coach in NC State men's basketball history. And you can go ahead and probably put some in the chat too that you're thinking of too, or maybe what's the most unique one that you could think of if you're watching us right now. But the guys got 10 seconds left. 9, 8, 7,
I don't remember anymore.
3, 2, 1, and pencils down. All right. So Greg, I'm going to get you to go first this time, my friend.
All right. So I have Press Maravich, Macon's favorite.
I
Yeah.
forgot about it.
I'll never forget that one. All right, Press Maravich.
I have Sloan, Valvano, Robinson, Sindek, Gottfried, Sidney Lowe, and Keats.
Whoa, did you write the first names? Because we thought he had to write first names down.
Oh, he just said that we didn't have to.
He said.
I said. Yeah.
This is a rigged game. I could have written so many more down. could have written
Hey,
so many more
Mickey, don't
down,
worry. I
dude.
still have you as my favorite to win this
Oh
event.
my
All right.
God.
You
So,
might want to rethink those odds.
Oh my gosh.
2,
All right.
4, 6. I have 8.
all right, Michael, what you got,
I've got
bud?
8. I've got 8. Case, Keats, Godfrey. See, they're all written down. Valvano, Lowe, Sloan, Sendek, Robinson.
Okay, I've
Trying
got
to get
7.
Case.
I got 7 because I wrote first names down. Press Maravich, Kevin Keats, Norm Sloan, Everett Case, Mark Godfrey, Sidney Lowe, Jimmy Valvano.
Okay.
So there.
So wait. So how many did you get again, Michael?
They all
I
got
had
8.
8.
I got 7.
You're at 8.
So
Oh,
matter
looks like
should
Michael and
make
I
it
are
apparently.
sharing the gold.
Yeah.
Yet Macon gets no more points. Okay, doing good.
All right. You know what? Nope. I'm scratching that. I'm giving even points. You all tied because
No,
Macon wrote
they-
first names. I'm giving,
What?
But he still only had 7.
but I switched it. You know what?
You know what?
I
It's
gotta be
fine. I'm
fair.
still in the lead. It's fine. It's
That's
fine. I'll
fine.
spot him one.
Yeah,
It's fine.
oh,
Yeah.
Greg, you're so generous, man.
It's
What a
fine.
fan.
if it was like 2 or more, but I'm like 1 difference.
You can't just change the rules in the middle of it twice.
Well, but I changed between events.
He changed it for you
so-
too, Greg.
All right.
Changed it for
Putting in the
everybody.
protest.
He changed for
All right.
everybody.
Then, all right. So, and just to go, so Hunter said Les Robinson, but I think one of y'all said
I got-
I
Robinson.
said Robinson.
Yeah.
I honestly blanked for a second. The coach for Julius Hodge. I blanked for a second on his name.
Well,
Sendek?
it's funny. Literally,
I want to say shared it. I was like, he's football. That's not. I know the S. So
literally,
I blanked.
literally in 36 years from 1910 to 1946, we had more coaches than from 1947 on. Isn't that kind of crazy? So but yeah, so that's why I was like, that'd be a good one because like that's gonna really dig into the bag, see if you really know some of those coaches from like the early days.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right, cool. So with that being said, we're still sticking with the same score. So we got Greg in first, Michael in second, Macon in third. So our last question here before we move on to the scavenger hunt side is list as many, hold on, NC State athletic facility names as you can.
Oh my gosh.
Do we need first and last names? Like, what do we need?
Can we
Set the criteria.
abbreviate? Can we
Yeah.
abbreviate?
I'll take all right, full names.
Full names.
Full names of the facility. Let's put it that way. Full names of the facility. All right.
Oh,
So
Yo, because there's one has like 40 names.
I know. So again, all right. You just write down what you just write down as much as you can.
make
for
it
that
so it's
facility.
obvious. Yeah.
Make it so it's obvious. All right. All right. So ready, set, go. Yeah. No. Yeah, because it's more of it's the names of the like the actual names of the people as a part of the facilities. That's the tough part.
Oh,
So-
wow. I'm blanking hard.
Yeah. All right, we got 15 seconds left.
I can't think of it anymore.
All good. That's hey, that's what we're testing here. 2, 1, pencils up.
Oh, no.
Pencils up.
Greg's like, it's not
All
even a contest.
All right, Macon, I'm gonna get you go first, bud.
Well, it's the writing part that's hard.
So, I mean,
I
you
know.
could say Carter Finley, but I said, is it Town Bank Center or
No,
what
it's
was
Carter
called?
Finley. It's the
Carter
town,
Finley, yeah.
town
Bank is
point.
the
I
tower.
wanted to get caught on a technicality
tower.
here, okay?
That's
Because I'm
the
trying all the
tower,
help I
though.
can get.
That's the
All right.
tower. You're good.
Okay. Yep.
Unless he wrote the towers and not Carter Finley.
Dale Park or Doak Field. I can't remember how you want to call one of those, but Reynolds Coliseum.
Yep.
And I put PNC Arena.
Yep.
I can't think of anything else. I don't know what the I can't remember what the tennis facility is. I couldn't tell you what
I know.
Yeah. All right, Michael, what you got, bud?
Carter Finley, PNC. I got Doak Field at Dale Park. The softball, I just said Dale softball.
That's
and then
correct.
The Dale Practice Center for the men's basketball.
Yep. Yep. That's pretty good. That's pretty good,
We
Michael.
good?
Yeah, that
Okay.
was good. Yep.
There's
All
one
right.
name. It was easy. One name, you get 3.
Yeah,
Dale, and Dale.
yeah.
Dale and Dale.
Like a
Thank
law
goodness for
firm.
Dale. Yeah.
It's like call Dale, and Dale for all your law needs.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
got
Greg,
the-
what you got, bud?
Yeah, I got the same ones: Carter Finley, Reynolds, Doak Field, Dale Field, and PNC.
Okay. Yeah. So some of the other ones
Let's
which you
get
have
Trent here.
here. So
I know the one, the tennis center begins with like an I.
E. I wanna say it's
E or an I.
I want to say it was like
it's
Eisen. I want to say like Eisen something.
it's the
Eisen,
Curtis.
Eisenhart?
It's the J.W. Eisenhower.
Eisen-
tennis
It's
center.
Eisenhower. Okay, I literally thought is it like Eisenhower or something?
And then there's also the Curtis and Jacqueline Dale Outdoor Tennis Stadium.
Mhm.
I also would have
Dale
accepted the Lonnie
Tennis.
Pool Golf Course.
Yeah, forgot that one.
And then, the Whisker Brown Athletic Facility for this soccer, track and field, swimming and diving.
Yeah,
Um,
on that one.
and then, Dale Soccer Field.
Could you, if he said Reynolds facility, you could do that and then KL Court or something like that. Would that have been two things?
Well, that's what I was
Uh,
asking because it's Jimmy Valvino or Jim Valvano
Valvino?
Arena. Yeah, I know. Jim
That's minus
Valvano
1 point,
Arena,
Greg.
No.
Reynolds Coliseum, K Yale Court. I'm like, my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So do me a head
One,
count again,
two,
y'all.
three.
So what's
So
I think
Macon's
Michael had-
losing. Macon's
I think
losing.
Michael
so
had
let's
the
just
most
get
that
over it.
one.
I have five names.
Oh, I had 5 too then.
okay? So
Macon had 4. Macon's just one step behind the whole way. Okay. So
One.
So
You're
we're,
so
so
close.
we're
Keep trying, buddy.
there's a
Where's the
song
goal?
lyric
We're
in there somewhere.
gonna
Just
get you that Make a Wish.
Yeah.
Wow.
Metal.
love it.
You better not say.
All right, y'all. So,
Pump the brakes there, buddy.
so now we're gonna go on to the scavenger side. All right. So for this is the scavenger, we're gonna give you 60 seconds. All right.
All right,
And
so I'm tapping in my wife. So my wife
So,
will.
so
Obviously, here we
I
go,
will yell
cheating
at her
again.
to what to
Cheating
get.
again. There we go.
No, I will tell her what to get.
Uh-huh,
All right.
sure you will.
so 6 seconds. All right. Now
60
if,
seconds.
if now the things I try to ask for, if they're on the wall or if you like you can pick up or take it or whatever, I'm okay with a picture of it if you want to take a picture of it with your phone. All right. So I'm okay with that. And I think that's about it. And yeah. So I need to be back here within 60 seconds. Like if you're not
Back
back
on
within
screen in 60
back
seconds.
on
Okay.
screen.
So, Layton, you should specifically ask for things you know that are in my house that nobody else would have. That's how I come.
I need a TJ Warren signed basketball now.
I got it.
I got
Only
it.
TJ Warren. I got it.
Yeah. All righty. I need first and foremost your favorite NC State football helmet. Now, who it's signed by, that it's signed, and the size of it is included. All right, ready, set, go.
I don't have any helmets.
Yeah.
This is rigged.
Then Michael, that's
I'll loan you one. I'll loan you one.
Yeah, I'll loan you one. I love it. I
Here you
love
go,
it.
Michael.
All right, Greg,
I'll
you ain't
take
got to
one,
hold it.
Michael.
You can
I'll
put
take
it
one,
down.
Michael.
You got time.
How many do you need? Just one? You said just your favorite, right?
Yeah, NC State football helmet, which the fact that it's signed, who it's signed by, and the size of it is going to be included as a part of the judging.
Oh,
And-
okay. Trying to remember what year.
Yeah, Hunter.
Yeah.
Hunter says he has his favorite. Greg is going to cook here, so
Oh no, I have totally caught up with Greg. It's not even funny.
all right.
That's
Look at a
what
hat.
extra
I
large
might need to
helmet
lower to
for your head,
45
Greg.
seconds. All right, we got them all together. All right, so from here
Greg,
on
is
out,
it
it'll be
extra
45
extra
seconds.
large for your head?
Wow. All right, y'all. All right, so Michael, you got nothing, bud.
No, I got this
Oh.
is my submittal. This is
Okay.
my
We'll count
first NC State hat that's kind of crusted, so it's basically like a helmet.
Impressive. I like it. Hey, bravo to you.
It's
Show
got-
third place.
Let's
You
see. I
ever
got
wear that, Michael? That's disgusting.
No, this is from when I was a kid that I wore like all the time. It's like yellow. Yeah. I've got Phillip Rivers right there on the front.
Ooh, that's pretty
Marcus
good.
Stone right next to him. You know, the two greatest NC State QBs.
Wow.
Who else is on here?
I have a basketball jersey signed by Mark Gottfried, so you're fine.
I got Russell Wilson, Nate Irving. I don't know who the rest
Good,
are.
dude.
but-
Well, Michael, you just hold on to that. All right, don't worry. We got more. So, but for the sake of it, making. So, what you got, Ben? What's your favorite NC State
Well, I
football
got
helmet?
this one. I know Greg has, but this one I got 2 days ago, so I really like
Okay.
this one. But this is my favorite, honestly, looking at one. But I also got this one, which I know Greg doesn't have yet.
Ooh, that's true.
So,
All right.
True.
But Greg, what you got, bud?
I got a 2022
No.
fully signed.
Sick.
he
By the
has
entire team.
he has the helmet that Russell Wilson wore when he threw the final touchdown.
Yeah.
So
Is
there
it a
you go.
legit helmet or is it one of the
It's a replica.
helmets? Replica?
It's a replica. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna take some points
You'd
away.
get a
you know.
concussion if you wore that on the football field.
That's
True
right.
story.
That's right.
True story.
All right. So for the sake of
Greg kind of got me to the mini helmet thing, so I was like, this is kind of cool actually. So,
They're cool. I love them.
yeah. Well, anyway, without any shockers here, we're gonna give Greg the first, making the second. Michael.
finally,
That's right.
Way to break through,
Silver.
Macon.
We're
Way to
making
break through.
progress here.
how will I just thank my mom? Hey, mom. Shout out to mom.
Even
Send
though I
money.
can't write worth a crap. All right. Anyway. All right. Now, Michael, you don't have to go far for this one. So show me the most, in your opinion, the most famous NC State autograph that you have. So, and it's 45 seconds, and Macon's probably already gone. I haven't seen yet, but yeah, go ahead. So, countdown started. Go.
Most famous, yeah, probably the
Most
Wolf Rivers.
famous. So we're getting. I had to do the stopwatch because I couldn't get it switched from 6 to 45 seconds fast enough. But
I don't think I have any.
so we got 15 seconds. So
Famous
you got
is the key here, right? So
it was famous. Yeah.
Yeah, my same
I
submission
think
for me.
Greg's cheating right now. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
I know
All
who's
right.
selling that one. I know what Greg got.
I actually don't know if I know. We'll find out.
I do.
Oh, I got a TJ Graham on here too.
All right, cool. Greg, you got yours? Are you done? You got 5 seconds. If not, 4,
Yeah, no,
3,
just one autograph, just one, right?
1. The most famous autograph you
I
have.
got it.
Yep. All right.
I got it.
All right. So we're done. So Michael, since you just said so which one are you submitting? Which autograph are you submitting?
I think I
You
gotta
won.
go. Ooh. Honestly, I think Russell may be more famous than Philip Rivers.
Okay.
I'll go the Russell Wilson.
He did win a Super Bowl. He won a Super Bowl.
That's
Phillip
Mike
didn't.
Glennon, Kristen. That's not.
No, Kristen, bring that one. Kristen, bring that one. He'll definitely not get first.
All right. Greg, what you got, man?
Back then, he just told it.
The one and only Ted Brown.
I knew it.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's
got
a pretty
that
good
down.
one. And Macon, what you got?
So mine, I don't know. So it probably is 1A, 1B. So this is a game ball Leighton gave me. And so I think this is the one you said, Leighton, that they play in the UCF bowl game. They played
Okay.
UCF in 2015.
I have no idea, but it looks really
In the
old.
Bitcoin Bowl.
Bitcoin
I
Bowl?
think the name is
Yeah.
Bitcoin Bowl.
Yeah. I don't know if I knew this make it too, but they actually put a Bitcoin inside each football. So
Oh, you're loaded.
No,
Anyways,
what you got?
Philip Rivers. It's got the 17
good.
on it. And then
No, one.
Yeah.
and
but
then
just my own
With-
curiosity.
I think I don't know which one's Torrey Holt right there, 81.
Yeah.
Yeah.
81.
I don't
Yeah.
know who is more famous. Honestly, I think Philip would probably be more famous. But I really think it's like a 1A,
Yeah.
1B thing. I think because he's the quarterback, and I think that's the only reason why.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Torrey
He was
Holt
the
won a Super
face
Bowl?
of a
He won a Super
franchise
Bowl,
for
right?
like 15 years.
Yep. All right. So
Can I do an honorable mention here?
No.
This is pretty.
Sure.
This is actually pretty cool. This is a 1983 can of soda with Derek Wittenberg, Terry Gannon, and I don't know the last one down here. I can't really. I'll take a picture of it and send it to you guys.
I got
That
Jimmy
was
B to sign a framed newspaper of him from 5 years ago.
wow. All right. So
But I want to send a picture and see if anyone can figure this last signature out. So
wow. Well, so
I got Greg to sign something for me one time. Does that count?
it's pretty famous.
Ooh,
Nah,
good.
that's
leg.
a good
Picture of that.
submission.
Thanks.
All right. So for
I
me,
got Greg Haas to sign this.
y'all. All right, guys, focus
Yeah,
in.
what do you got? What do you guys?
I
I mean,
got-
like you got something, right?
I'm judging, man. I'm judging.
Oh, okay, well, I mean, you can
No.
still show off.
Well, honestly, probably the most famous one I got. It's not even NC State. I got a Bobby Bowden signed hat, which I'm pretty
That's
excited
cool.
about.
No, that's
pretty
really cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I
Is
thought-
it like what do you have it on? Like an FSU hat or?
No. Here,
Yeah,
I'll get it.
He's a
real quick.
closet FSU
I'll get it
fan.
real
He's
quick.
not saying anything. One thing I have at my where house I grew up, my parents' house. My dad.
It's it's really like a Bobby Bowden hat.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I can't
I
hear
have
you
a,
right
I have
now,
a Chuck
but
Amato
yeah,
sign.
I'm assuming that y'all are still just like in awe of that.
No, that's
autograph.
really cool. I mean, that's legit.
Yeah, well, I was excited about that. All right, so for me, y'all, I'm gonna go with the Michael Tracy in first, and that's first of all because Philip Rivers, obviously, that's a pretty big one. Macon submitted that too, but also the fact that he has a hat with Philip Rivers, Marcus Stone, and Russell Wilson. I got to give extra credit for that. That's pretty.
But
to
are
have
any
the
of
all
them?
one hat?
But are any of them in the College Football Hall of Fame?
All right, but listen here, Greg.
It's funny though because
and this is why you're getting last, Greg.
No, here we go.
Is because you should have that Derek Wittenberg one. That should have been the one.
I think that
submitted.
Derek Wittenberg, yeah.
Yeah, that Cola.
Ted
That's
Brown.
the one you should have submitted.
dude,
Brown was
I mean, it was famous, right? So how would you define fame? Like who?
Yeah.
You like mention the name.
What
I feel like
Did he win a Super Bowl, Ted Brown?
hey,
No.
listen, y'all. All right,
Vikings have never won a Super Bowl.
my
I see what you did there.
judgment
Jerk.
is final. There is no.
That's fine. I'm still winning.
There's no
It's fine.
questioning
can't
it.
get this on my head.
Oh, but anyway. All right. And then the last one, y'all. So grab what you feel is the most unique piece of NC State memorabilia you have. The most unique. All right. You got 45 seconds. Ready, set, go.
I can't. Well, I'm not gonna grab it.
Whoa, that's tough.
Oh, most unique. Hold on.
Yeah, of course, it started a little late. But yeah. So Hunter, and for those tuning in, let us know who you think's winning so far. Of course, my pen sucks. Anyway, y'all got 30 seconds, y'all.
Honestly, mine is probably the same hat.
Yeah,
For being honest.
we're being honest here.
Philip Rivers and Russell Wilson on the same hat.
Yeah. All right.
I have a hard time choosing unique. Unique.
Yeah, unique.
Keyword, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay, I think I know mine. I don't think it's what I got in my hand. I think it's my other thing I got.
Oh. I actually do. I don't know. This isn't that unique.
All right.
Unique.
Well-
I think honestly, the helmet Greg had with Ted Brown's probably the most unique thing. Unless it's like, oh, I bet I know what it is.
All right, guys.
I bet I
So
know what it is.
let's see. So Michael, what you got first here, bud?
I know what Greg should be.
Michael, what you got?
I mean, honestly, this is the most unique thing. It's got Phil Rivers and Russell Wilson. Like, come on.
Hey, listen.
I
All
don't know.
right.
I think it better be in a glass case. Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah, it does need to be in glass case. All right, Macon, what you got? I'm excited about you, man. What you got?
I think my most unique thing.
Yep,
North Carolina
Yes.
license plate.
Nice.
that's pretty good.
So I have this in my house, and I had it since I was in Blacksburg. You can't really see it, but it's a framed newspaper.
Oh, I got that one. Yeah.
of-
Is that the SI article too?
No, it's News and Observer, so it's the local news. But it's
Of the 83 championship.
83 championship, and it's like cut. So it's probably the most unique thing. I
Yep.
do have the "Don't Ever Give Up" NC State jersey, but
Oh, I got one of those too.
I feel like most people have that. I don't think people have the newspaper thing.
Yeah.
I think it's the newspaper frame thing.
All right, Greg, what you got, bud?
All right, I got a FedEx box.
You do have a
Whoa.
FedEx box. Go for it. What you got?
Probably was delivered late to you, honestly.
It's a team signed 2021 football that was given to me by Coach Doran when I broke my leg.
Nice.
So
Cheat code.
Okay.
cheat code.
Okay.
So if we
Alright.
break our leg at Carter Finley, we all get football too.
That's
What if we just
Is-
said we did?
Is that worth it? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's worth it. to break
But I
my leg
also
and
want to
do
show
that.
like my honorary mention. It's a Budweiser can.
Okay.
but on the back it's an NC State Budweiser can.
Yeah, that's cool.
See, what is
Yeah.
it with you? That is definitely cooler than the football. in terms of
That's
unique
more
memorabilia.
unique.
No,
Yeah,
I know what Greg
I-
should
That was
be.
totally unique.
gotta
No, I know
sign
what Greg
football
should
right
be.
here.
It's none of those things. Greg should have been the confetti.
Oh yeah,
That's what it
Yeah.
should have been,
Yeah.
Greg.
yeah, good
Because
call.
not many people can say they have that.
Yeah, good
That's,
call.
that's up there too. That's up
I've
there
got
too.
too much stuff.
Just to be fair, Greg
Yeah.
has some confetti from the was it the Elite Eight winning the Final Four
Yeah.
and the ACC championship game.
That's true.
That
Yeah.
I think that probably should have been it, but that's just me.
It's fair.
Yeah.
I also have a jar of Duke's mayo over there from
Oh.
the South Carolina,
Layton has a
no, not
vial
South
of
Carolina.
sweat.
Maryland.
A vial of sweat from Jacoby Brissett's head.
No. Yeah, no.
He was like,
All righty. So listen, y'all. Here's the thing, Michael. You were running away. You were killing making after the questions, man.
I know.
But then with the submittals, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just hard to
Got me.
give you second place when you submitted the same thing all 3 times, man. So
well, the hat's pretty cool.
I
But
mean,
the hat's also still going to work.
But have you seen the back of the hat? Look at the back of the hat.
The
you
hat
guys
is
see
also
the
cool.
button? Do you see the button?
That's a good button.
good button. Very good button. All right. So Michael third, making second, Greg first. Shocker. I know it's rigged. All righty, y'all. So with that being said, y'all, let's actually get into some actual talking content here, y'all. But that was fun. I think we enjoyed it.
I would have won if I was at my parents' house. My dad had so much stuff.
Yeah. Okay. All right, y'all. So let's jump on over.
He just
Sure you
shut
would
you
have,
down,
Michael.
Michael.
Hold
He's
on,
like,
hold on. Wait, you said, hold on.
That's
Well, I
cute.
want to redo.
I'm okay with that. Hey, listen, this is.
You said
this
we
is-
could submit a picture.
Okay, but no, but submit your picture that you
I mean,
took. Yeah.
it doesn't count a week later.
Yeah. All
My
right.
dad has a personal note from Jimmy V.
That's awesome.
That's really cool. That's really
Did
cool.
it say,
All right, let's go.
hey, go pack?
It's down.
We gotta stay on track here. We got a show to get to here, y'all. But again, y'all got a couple of Tuffy's mailbag questions submitted. So, so Greg, Michael, Macon, I'm gonna get each one of y'all. Since I just put you through that, who would your dream pick be for your guest? Because the question is technically, who would you pick for your top 3 dream guests on Tuffy Talk? But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let Greg, Michael, and then Macon each submit their dream guest to interview here on Tuffy Talk. So, Greg, since you were the winner, you get to go first. Who's your dream pick?
Yeah. So I'm assuming this is one of those, whether they could be alive or dead.
Oh, so Abraham Lincoln.
George Washington.
I
I would love to interview a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
no. Well, okay.
Pterodactyl would be
Let's
awesome.
do a live.
Oh,
Do a live.
well, guys, our view.
Yeah, let's do live. Do live. Yeah,
Okay.
they're like
All
right.
yeah,
Yeah.
live.
Oh my
Uh,
God.
Do video merch money. Okay.
live. That's a really tough one.
Well-
Honestly, I think I would go Caitlin Toohey.
Nice. I like it. That's a good pick. That's a very good pick. And let us know in the comments too, y'all. Who would y'all say if what would be your dream pick for us to interview? Who would you want us to interview? That'd be a dream. I'd be interested, especially Hunter. What you think? But Megan, who you got?
To me, it's my
That's garbage.
favorite NC State player from that really made me like when I was in freshman in college and I really get into all of the
Tyler
stuff
Lewis.
I'm in now. Yes, it would have been
No.
it's gonna be Russell Wilson. Like
Mhm.
having Russell would be cool. I feel like he would have so many like euphemisms he would say and cliches that I would make me also at the same time want to throw up. But
Yeah.
I feel like you're really cool to interview him.
That's a good
Yeah.
one. Michael, what you got, man? Round it off, man. Who's your top 3? Or, give me one who that would finish off our
Derek.
top 3. Sorry.
I say Derek Wittenberg.
Really? Okay. Yeah. Well, because here's my
I
thing
thought
too. Here's my
Cozell
thing. Here's my-
McQueen would be funny.
Goes on.
I think Derek's just a great answer because he's just a great
Yeah.
storyteller.
Right.
Well, the
he
only
has
reason-
so many stories.
Only reason why he
Yeah.
wouldn't be my top 3 is because he goes on shows. I feel like for me, a dream would be like one
Yeah.
like he doesn't go like they don't go anywhere, but like they'd be on for us. Like that would be
David
but
Thompson. David Thompson would be awesome.
David
that
Thompson.
that would be I feel like for me it'd be that or honestly what Hunter said, Trey Turner. I think Trey
I thought
Turner would be
he was
really
the
big.
next on my list besides Russell Wilson. The David Thompson just hit me. It's like I don't know why I didn't say him at first, but
But yeah, like for me it'd be David Thompson or Trey Turner. But all great options for sure. So that's good. I like that. And then the other one,
Hold on.
what
We each get
or
3,
what's-
or we were just doing one each.
just one each, yeah.
Okay,
just one
gotcha.
each, yeah. To finish, to basically wrap our top 3. So I just
Gotcha.
let each one of you guys be a top 3. But
Makes sense.
any others that y'all here? You know, actually, well, let's make it a little bit more of a conversation. Any others y'all would throw in there?
I would just love to get a date comment from Philip Rivers.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, Philip.
of
Dadgummit,
course.
or
Yeah,
shoot.
good old-
I honestly I would love to hear his smack talking stories. Like who was the most like famous person he smack talked? Like you know what I mean, or like
Mm,
or something to that effect. That's what I want to know.
that's good.
Who was his
Yeah.
favorite trash talker?
I like that. That's good. Making Michael, any others y'all would add in? Probably TJ Warren, right? I mean, that's got to be out there for you, maybe. right?
Trey
Yeah.
Turner was on the list for sure. David Thompson would be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
You know, I would love to, I would love to be actually if I could, and it wouldn't be awkward to pick up like to have guys on the show that would be like there were controversial picks, like even if you had somebody like this might be really cool. If you had like Tommy Tanks on, be like, dude, what happened there, man? That'd be kind of fun, interesting. I think it'd be an interesting interview, but no,
Right.
Russell Wilson, Trey Turner, basketball, David Thompson for sure. Tommy Burleson be kind of cool. Or like if Pete Maravich was still alive, I think he's still on. I think
Pete
he passed away.
Maravich.
Yeah, I think it'd be like, dude. So like, what was it like being, living there for a couple of years and then not going?
But
there,
here's my thing too, though. Like with David Thompson, why I think that he's probably the biggest pick of it all is that literally I still remember. I can't remember who the NBA, reporter is for ESPN, but him and Skip.
Stephen A. Smith.
No, Skip Bayless. No. Yeah, no. It's Skip Bayless basically did like a draft of like their all-time like greatest like lineups, and the guy that Skip Bayless went against literally picked David Thompson as his shooting guard in terms of all time. Like if he was creating an all-time, he actually
over
first overall picks. Sorry, all-time team,
over
first
Michael
overall
Jordan.
But first overall picks.
Well, the other guy might have
Mike
taken.
Jordan. Michael Jordan
Number
was the first
one
overall
overall
pick.
pick. Oh, I got
Yeah,
you. I got
number
you.
one-
The
number
third
one overall picks.
pick. Yeah.
And he picked David Thompson, which for me, like that's pretty crazy. That if you're talking about an all-time first overall NBA
Shooting guard?
team, that David Thompson would be in consideration. That's pretty big. But
He's got a jersey retired for the Denver Nuggets too, and NC State. I mean,
well, and that's a whole nother question too. But do you think that Trey Turner will ever have his jersey retired by our team?
he moved around too much. I don't know if he get retired.
That's where I'm at.
True.
He's I don't
by
think
an MLB team. Is that what you're saying? By an MLB
Yeah,
team?
like do you think Trey Turner has the potential to ever get his jersey retired?
if he stays for like 10 years somewhere, maybe, and he wins but he won a World Series with the Nationals.
with the Nationals, yeah, but
If he somehow were to make it back with the Nationals, maybe. But I just don't. He's moved around too much. I think he's more like a Hall of Fame kind of guy than he is
100%.
a retiree.
Well, and the other problem too is that I think that he played with the Nationals during the time where they had Bryce Harper too. So Bryce Harper's always going to be looked at as the king of that era for the Nationals.
No, I would disagree with that. That would be
Really?
Zimmerman. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Scherzer. Scherzer
was pretty good.
Scherzer.
Yeah, I just Zimmerman or Strasburg, because they were both drafted by the Nats.
Steven Strasburg.
They were Nats through their whole career.
That's true. It's a good point. Yep. All right. So cool. So moving on to our next Tuffy's mailbag. So Greg, remind me before we ask this question, because you remind me, is it Georgia Tech being the one trip because it's a Thursday night at Georgia Tech is the one that you're probably as of right now not making, correct?
That's correct. But
all right, cool.
There's hope. I'm fighting.
And that's the one
Macon's going though, right?
I think I'm not yet. My wife and I are talking about doing that as like a long super like a long weekend trip. Like we're thinking about going to do the stuff in Atlanta for a day or two, then going across the state to like Savannah, staying there for a day or two, then going home. It's like an anniversary trip. So I'm trying to conveniently work into football game.
Bro, that's how I do it with my wife.
But yeah, I think she's somewhat on board with it actually. So we could do like the Coke Museum, the aquarium, maybe see a
Chick-fil-A
play.
museum.
Yeah,
College
Chick-fil-A's got a
football.
museum there.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That must be new. Yeah.
College
So
football.
yeah, I thought that'd be kind of fun. So we'll see. That's what I'm looking forward to right now the most. And then maybe the road trip to Chapel Hill will beat them fourth time. So
Absolutely. Yeah. No. I mean, I think honestly,
Clemson, maybe Clemson.
Yeah, I know. We're definitely talking about Clemson for sure.
Let's
I know. But again, like here's my thing, y'all. I mean, like in terms of like trips, like going like as a visitor, like Clemson is just not one I enjoy going to, man. It is just out in the middle of nowhere. It's a long trip. You're not getting a hotel nearby. Parking's terrible. Like that's my thing that I laugh about whenever people talk about all these changes we're making with parking, with all the PNC upgrades going. I'm like, listen, y'all, literally they could take that all away and we're still 1,000 times better than Clemson ever has or ever will be in terms of parking. It is a nightmare there, as we know too well, right? So yeah. But and then any others? I mean, Cal, right? We're just so looking forward to Cal, right?
I am. And it's more not for the game. It's for like going to Alcatraz, checking out some stuff in San Francisco, going to Napa Valley. So there's some things out there. Yeah. I think the game's kind of be like secondary for us, but it'll still be a great time. We've already got we're working on getting that booked up right now.
That's awesome. Yeah, that'd be a good one. Any other away games that I'm missing? I think that's really.
I will say it's way out of the way, but I don't think it's going to happen. But seeing NC State basketball play at Kansas this upcoming season would be pretty sweet.
I already have a hotel room booked.
Do you really, dude?
Mm-hmm.
Man, you don't ever play at Kansas. That would be pretty cool to go to. So
until we go to the Big 12.
Yeah. Yeah, never know. I did see a rumor that they were like Florida State and Clemson were like talking about. I'm like, I'm tired of this boy that cried wolf stuff. Just set it aside. But yeah. Kansas would be kind of maybe something in a very distant future.
Yeah, agreed. Cool. So but again, for me though, I mean, going to UNC is always it's a fun one for sure. Definitely looking forward to that one, especially since we're feeling pretty good this year. About it. But again, I mean, as we've said before, and we'll say again during the previews, I mean, our thoughts of that game is going to it's just by the nature because you're going to learn a lot more things. Injuries are going to happen. And so you're just hoping that the conversation isn't worse, but it's just different than the conversation that you would have before the season even starts. So, but y'all get kind of what I'm saying. Like, okay, like I'm hoping that's not like that. We're talking about like knock on wood over here, like CJ Bailey, starting. But hey, listen, backup quarterbacks have done pretty well for us in the past at UNC. So, that wouldn't necessarily scare me away.
I really think that Ben Finley, to kind of get point, is going to be like a game that a lot of people are not going to forget, surprisingly, because it's like fourth string quarterback against Drake May. But
and again, I mean, like, and the fact that I actually saw a news clip where they were interviewing in-state UNC fans as they were like heading into stadium for that game. And there was a UNC fan saying, yeah, we're just expecting this to be a big win as we prepare for our ACC championship appearance next week. And it's going to be a great game, blah, blah. And I'm sitting there laughing because there was actually a UNC fan after the game. I was talking so much smack, being like, well, we're going to the ACC championship game next week. What are y'all going to be doing? And of course they just went and got their butts whooped by Clemson, and no shockers there. So, but yeah, and Hunter also saying too about the Clemson that it's hard to get out of Clemson Stadium also, and for us, not only was it hard, but it was a long freaking walk to where we parked too. So, holy smokes, it was a long walk.
I must have had like 9 miles on my pedometer that day on my Apple Watch. I mean, we walked all over that place. Literally walked over that place.
Heck yeah, we did. So, so anyway, all right, y'all. So let's jump in some tweets of the week to spend this last 20-30 minutes or so. All Alrighty, y'all. So this tweet of the week I thought really stood out to me for sure. I want to talk a little bit about it. So Just Means Less ACC put out this graphic, which basically is like a distance between, I guess, the base of your university and the closest cookout. Which, I mean, you know, for us, obviously, anybody who's a state fan knows that, I mean, we have one pretty close, and it's 1.83 miles per Just Means Less ACC away
from the football stadium there.
it's from the
Just
football
closest to
stadium.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't read.
Yeah,
Geez.
I can confirm Virginia Tech's is pretty close to their football
It's
stadium.
right outside. Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah,
Off
I'd say it's
North-
about
North
1
Main Street.
mile.
but it's honestly crazy to me though how literally you have basically 8 teams where it's literally 2.15 miles or less, and then it just jumps to Louisville, who has 52 miles distance, all the way up to 2,090 miles for Stanford, which is crazy. But
I'd
I'm
be
sure
curious
that,
to know where the nearest one is, like for Cal and Stanford, like legitimately, where is that?
Different.
Let me see if I can pull it up.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it makes sense because yeah, I mean, obviously Cookout's not a
Right.
nationwide in terms of from east to the west, and obviously so with Stanford being 2,090 miles away from the nearest Cookout. But I also find it interesting though too that let's see, like, like, in your opinion, do you guys find that there's any major difference between the 8 with the Cookout and the 8 not? Like, you know, stands out to me is obviously Pitt, Louisville, Syracuse, Miami, SMU, Cal, Stanford. You know, not, you know, they're more of our newer additions to the ACC. I don't know if that's one thing that kind of stands out. Besides, because basically every team besides FSU has been in the ACC
And-
10 or less years. So maybe that's kind of a combination there. So, Michael, anything else on that?
Yeah, Virginia Tech, not one of the original, but you know,
Yeah.
the other top 8, 7
Yeah.
of the other 8.
Yeah. All right. While Greg looks that up for the nearest one to Stanford, we'll move on to our.
I think they're going to be basing it off of Mobile, Alabama.
Mobile,
So
Alabama.
The
Holy
closest one
smokes.
to San Francisco is Mobile, Alabama.
Oh,
Holy
Wow.
smokes. That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. So
And it's
moving
not
on
even
to
technically Mobile. It's right outside of Mobile. So I was just saying Mobile.
yeah, closest.
all righty, y'all. So moving on here. So again, this is our Summer Olympics edition. So we gotta talk about NC State repping in the Summer Olympics. And gotta first of all give a huge shout out to Ryan Hell, former NC State men's swimmer, getting gold medal in the 4x100 meter freestyle relay. So bringing back a gold medal for the U.S. of all teams. Like, you know, this isn't he represented Poland or, you know, whatever. Like, he represented the U.S., which, as we know, is, I mean, that's a tough team to make, much less to also to go and help and win gold. But it also kind of made me think, is Ryan held, and then who's the other U.S. swimmer that also won gold?
Colin Jones.
Yep.
Colin Jones. That's right. Thank you, Colin Jones. So it's kind of interesting that, you know, should Ryan Held be in this? I mean, because I think that when you think about some of the greatest in-state swimmers of all time, Colin Jones is in that conversation, no doubt about it. But so should Ryan Held be in that conversation now? I mean, now he has 2 gold medals from 2016, and now with 2024 has 2 gold medals. So
Yeah.
pretty-
The only thing I would say maybe that would kind of take some points away from him is he didn't actually swim in the finals. He was replaced.
Same in the semifinals, right?
Yeah. So,
interesting.
but he's still a member of the team, so still gets his medal.
Great.
But
right.
you know, I don't know. I
Colin
think
Jones.
go ahead.
He was on that final relay team, that
Mhm.
the all-time one
Phelps.
that you always see the replay of, where they came back.
Mhm.
So like that's like one of the most iconic moments in Olympic history, not just like NC State history.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
But
Yep.
he and Jones are the only 2 NC State swimmers to have multiple gold medals. So
That's a good fact right there. Yeah. And then got to give a shout out to, even though it's not really going to be shown or talked about, but I'm sure man, the head coach, which I'm totally blanking on right now.
Braden Holloway.
Braden Holloway. He's probably got his gold medal piece for that too, right? Being a head coach, or
Yeah,
is
I'm
he
not
just
sure how
for
they
women?
do coaches. Yeah, I'm not sure how
Yeah.
they do
Yeah,
coaches.
I don't know.
I don't know how they do either, but it'll be interesting to see. That'd be really cool if we can have. Well, and also too, and we're going to talk about her as well. But Catherine Burkhoff, getting to the 100-meter backstroke finals. So has an opportunity to compete for a medal, individual medal, which
She
can be
missed
very,
a
very
world
cool.
record by less than a second in her second heat.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. So I mean I think that I mean if she can get because that'd be, I'd have to look back, but I don't know. Do any of y'all know if we've ever had any NC State swimmers ever get an individual medal?
I think Cullen
Y'all know
Jones did.
Okay.
I think he had one of his was
I have no
individual.
idea. No idea.
Yeah, I'll have to look that up. But
Yeah.
but I mean that'd be a heck of an accomplishment for sure. And then the last NC State athlete I want to give a shout out to is Diana Schneider as well, who, even though she lost this morning, in the second round, already having now 3 singles titles this year, as well as obviously 2 putting on a strong showing in the Olympics. There's definitely some frustration as you see right here. She swept the number 43 women's tennis player in the world 2-0 and absolutely just crushed her. But then today she goes against a tennis player roughly around the same ITA world ranking, and she lost pretty bad today too. But so again, definitely concerns there about consistency performance wise. But I mean, she's still only 20 years old, y'all. So I mean, she's still got a lot of time to develop and learn. But the skill set is 100% there, especially again getting up to number 23 in the world in terms of women's tennis. That's unbelievable, still to say the least. So
it's interesting. This article that I read today that said about Ryan and Cullen that they were the only 2 to get gold medals, but this guy Stephen Roach, he had 2 gold medals in swimming at the 1968 Mexico City Olympics. Maybe the article did say 2 others. Maybe I got that wrong. But
And Cullen Jones won silver in the 50-meter freestyle, so that's literally just the shortest one. It's just straight down the pool, and that's it.
yeah, that's a sprint.
Yeah.
So I mean, you have Tommy Burleson with a silver medal. Kenny Carr had a gold medal, both in basketball. Duncan Goodhue won a gold and a bronze in the 88 Moscow Olympics. So you've got some folks with multiple medals.
Interesting. Yeah. So, but very cool. All right. So moving on, Macon, I want to get your input here, man. But huge commitment for a 4-star shooting guard Bryce Hurd, who reclassified to the class of 2024. So he's going to be filling the final scholarship available on this team for this upcoming season, for the 2024-2025 season. Macon, what were your thoughts on this commitment, man?
He's got length as a shooting guard. He's a good size for a shooting guard. He's 6'5". Seems to be a pretty athletic dude, but again, he looks like his calling card, go figure, is shooting. And I like the athleticism and that ability to make shots that he can do. He's the 15th, according to 24/7 Sports, the 15th ranked shooting guard in the country. But that was in his class. Now it's in class of 2024, but it was earlier. Different class. He has really good offers. I will say he didn't have a lot of ACC offers. He had offers from folks like Arizona State, Arkansas, Boston College is the one, I guess technically now if we could count Cal. They're an ACC school. USC, Oklahoma State,
Southern Cal,
Oklahoma,
obviously.
Kansas State, Southern Cal, yeah. So I just don't know what State's going to do with him this year is the question. Like, are they going to redshirt him? I don't know. I imagine you're going to play the guys who can help you win now. And I don't know if this guy does it. But I will say what the staff has done in identifying talent the last couple of years.
Yeah.
I think they've earned the trust. Like I've heard on other sites, make the comment of, well, maybe State should have held on the scholarship. You never know what might happen in the middle of the season. But to me, if the staff thinks this guy is worth a take right now, then take him. I'm okay with that. They've earned my trust in that regard. So I really like what I see from him. I just think part of this too, a little bit, it just comes back to like with the other recruits we had in the transfer portal, but even somebody like this, I just think State is really benefiting from what the Final Four and the AC Championship run did for us in March. Because I don't know if this would have happened. Otherwise, I'm not saying he doesn't like NC. He didn't like NC State otherwise, but it's just it makes an impression on people. So,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, any additional thoughts from you, Michael or Greg?
No, I think it's pretty much as good as you're going to get for a 13th scholarship. If he can come in and compete for minutes, great. If not, then it's a great opportunity for him to redshirt because we're going to have holes to fill again next year because it's a heavy older team,
right?
Which
he might
is
be
how you win, but. That's not good for continuity, but it is what it is. So having somebody younger that could potentially even redshirt and not even burn in a year of eligibility, that's
Yeah, I'm just kind of reading up a quick scouting report article on about Bryce Hurd. Just going to read a little bit of what it says. So it's a quote by Bryce Hurd. He said, going on the visit to NC State, it felt like the right school. It matched my play style and had coaches that believed in me to come in and be an impact player. He said my play style is a 3-level scorer who likes to get after on the defensive end. I want to play fast and push the ball. That sounds just like NC State. He sounds like he might be like a 3-and-D guy. He could be like a guy like a Casey Morsell if he really likes playing defense. But just reading a little bit more in the scouting report they have here, he is a scorer, but if he can have a defensive mindset, maybe he could be somewhat like a Casey Morsell, but maybe more, I don't say athletic, but some ways like a little bit more aggressive scorer than Casey was at times. So who knows? We don't know. It's an unknown right now, but I like what Michael said. The value you're getting with the 13th scholarship and the talent there, that's a good get. You're talking about the 13th scholarship, not a guy you're expecting to start and play. So, and honestly, personally, I don't want him to come off the bench and play. I hope State's bench and their starting players are good enough where you don't have to get a guy who reclassified coming off the bench and playing for you. I think that'd be a bad sign. So, I want him to stay on the bench for the sake of NC State.
Because just want to clarify too, because somebody might be asking, well, what's the benefit of him reclassifying then? If if there's a possibility that he might not even play at all this season.
That's the thing now, transfer portal. But it helps because you get a guy who can come in, you can kind of build him up, add some muscle, kind of like NC State football does. You don't hear a lot about with red shirts in basketball, but if you're going to take that approach and you're willing to come in and learn the offense, get adjusted to the college game, I'm for it. I just don't. You're right. You never know what a kid's going to want to do. But when they are sitting on the bench for a year, their value is probably not going to go up. So,
no, Greg.
Yeah, it just gets them into the college weight room, college nutrition program, those type of things. You probably are playing against better competition, even redshirting for a year than playing high school ball. So. The thing that worries me is kind of like what Macon was saying. If you're coming in and sitting for a year, are you that bought in? Do you have the patience to allow that to happen, to be coached up, knowing that you probably aren't going to play? It takes a special kind of player. So I'm hoping that's, the case here. But I mean, if you let him run early in the season, see what he's got, see what kind of chemistry he has in the out of conference schedule, build some confidence up. You might see him, doing some more damage later in the season.
Yeah, true. All righty. So our last visual tweet of the week here is going to be Kelvin Harmon getting signed by the Dallas Cowboys. Coming from a pretty successful DC Defenders with the XFL, right?
UFL now.
UFL.
Is it USFL actually? USFL?
I know I can't keep up anymore.
I think it's just UFO. I can't.
Yeah, it is UFO.
UFO. Yes, probably what it is.
UFL. Where he had 31 receptions for 375 yards and 3 touchdowns. So, but keeping in mind that he's still having to compete for a spot, it's obviously a long shot. I think he's more trying to really honestly compete for a practice squad spot, to be honest. But you never know. Hey, listen, Calvin, don't the dude
Practice squad makes good money.
makes very good money. Absolutely. 100%. And again, he still stays in the NFL system, so he can still be signed by other teams as well. He
Yep.
can still, try and impress coaches as well. So yeah, listen, hey, keep fighting. Also, too, because especially when you're sitting here looking at the Dallas Cowboys, it's not like they're necessarily full of wide receiver talent besides CD Lamb, right? So
Yeah, the only thing is he just won't be competing for a championship because he's with the Cowboys. So
Yeah.
that's
other
very
than that,
true.
I'm saying this. Great news, Kelvin Harmon joined the Cowboys. Bad news, Kelvin Harmon joined the Cowboys.
Exactly right.
for Kelvin, I don't think it's ever been a lack of talent. He just has been, bitten by the injury
Injuries.
bug. Yeah,
Absolutely.
he just hasn't caught the good luck. So
Absolutely right.
I know even in this year with the Defenders, he ended up having his season cut early due to injury. So if he can just get in there and just compete, I think he can turn some heads. And the Cowboys have gone through some receivers. I know they've had some guys leave, and so I think there could be a chance. I don't know enough about him, but we'll see.
Never
Yeah.
know.
I got a buddy of mine who's a big Cowboys fan.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He's one of the few respectable ones, I will say that. And he
Okay.
is. I told him, I was like, "Hey, you got NC State on your team." He said, "What do you know about him?" I was like, "Basically what you guys just said." I said he's probably at best a wide receiver 3 for you guys right now,
Yeah.
especially with CeeDee
At the
Lamb.
very best.
So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah. So there you go.
And now again, just unfortunately, I would say that his biggest calling card is his catch radius, but in terms of necessarily speed, agility, it's just he's just like he's not the greatest route runner, he's not the speediest guy, but he just catches almost everything. So, which I don't like, and I feel like in the NFL you got to be either really really fast or you got to be either Tyreek Hill or Devontae Adams, it's,
Right.
like typically in order to really make an impact. But anyway, again, no matter what, still an opportunity there, and excited for him to still have the opportunity, even with all the injuries he has had over the years. So
I think he's still young, right? Like probably 26, 27 years old.
Yeah. I think that sounds right. I mean, his last year was 2017. Yeah. So say 7 years out. So yeah,
Dude,
probably you're right about 27, 28.
It's random. I remember meeting him when he was on his recruiting visit at NC State. If I'm not mistaken, he picked NC State over South Carolina, if I'm not mistaken.
That's correct.
And I remember shaking the dude's hand. He has got massive hands, and like, holy cow,
Yeah.
he was built to be a receiver kind of thing. So
Totally.
Catch everything.
Yeah, he's
100%.
26. Will be 27 this year in December. So
There you go.
I mean,
Pretty
he's
on spot, Mickey.
still in his prime.
Well, yeah, he should be in his prime right now. Is the hope at that age? But, yeah. So got 2 more to get to here. So both these didn't have enough time to get them on the slideshow, unfortunately. But the first one definitely is still 100% slideshow worthy, which is Jacob Cozart signing officially with the Cleveland Guardians for $2.05 million, even though his slot 48 worth was $1.939 million. So he was able to negotiate a little bit more than his slot value, which is good, sure. But so Greg, for those who are not aware necessarily what it works. So 2.0 when he signs for 2.05 million, is that signing, like just simply signing bonus? Is that
Straight up? That's his contract.
So that's how much he's getting. Period.
Yeah, it's like his rookie deal essentially. I don't know how many years that's for.
Okay.
I would guess probably 3 or 4 years.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah. I'm just not sure how baseball works for their years. They don't really announce the years for rookies, so I'm sure there is a rookie year language in there. But yeah, my guess was he was probably asking, and this is just ballparking it, probably 2.25 million.
Yep.
And then they came to this number is what I would guess.
2.05. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Nope. Absolutely. And again, because I mean, you know why if you've joined us before, but basically, he could still technically use the negotiation card that he still technically has another year of eligibility with college baseball if he wants it. Now, obviously, I mean, probably MLB, probably knew between reading the lines that we have Alex Sosa going there, so it's like, okay, like, all right, because I mean, Greg, I mean, like, if Kozart honestly, like, let's say they say, you know what, we're not going to offer you 1.98, we're going to offer you 1.8, and that's the most we're going to offer. Like, what do you do if you're in that situation for Cozy? Like, you know what I mean? Do you take it? Do you try and make your case to come back to state? Do you go in the transfer portal?
Yeah, so I think you weren't on the show. I think that was the night you took off. But basically, the way it works out is when these teams are up drafting, they know the number that these players are asking for, so they're not going to draft them typically at that point. You might see them draft them later in the draft for insurance in case someone else doesn't sign.
Yeah,
but when you get drafted, you're about 99% gotta sign with that team because they already know
Not early.
the agent. Yeah, the agents submit their salary demands, and then they just come to some kind of agreement, depending on overvalue, undervalue.
but you see plenty of times where top 10 draft picks don't come to agreements even still.
You do sometimes. Like Kumar Rocker is probably the one that comes to mind most recently.
Right.
He was picked up by, I think, either the Pirates or the Mets. I can't remember which one it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, it typically, the reason typically it doesn't happen, and that's the way it happened with Rocker, was his physical came back bad. So that was why.
Gotcha.
That's most of the time when these guys don't sign, it's usually something like that. Because again, like I said, that number is pretty much already agreed upon.
Interesting. Cool. And then the last one is that so the UNC system is going to receive $10.7 million from sports betting tax revenue. This revenue is going to be split by 13 different athletic departments, which NC State and Chapel Hill are not included in that. And if you ask why, it's because the athletic departments at NC State and UNC are not receiving any money from the sports gambling taxes, as it was determined that their athletic departments had multiple sources of revenue not available to these smaller programs. So these 13 athletic programs include App State, ECU, ECSU, FSU, but that's
Fayetteville State.
Fayetteville
State. Yeah, I know. I'm like, yeah, it's got all these different institutions here, so I'm not even going to try and list all of them. But again, UNCW,
the smaller ones, the
Carolina,
HBCUs, group of five,
State. Yeah. And so each one of them is going to get anywhere between $2.01 and $2.94 million. But there is actually a proposal right now in place that we would still get 5% of revenue of tax revenue provision for each of us right now. So anyway, so yeah. So I mean, what are y'all's thoughts there? I mean, is that complete bogus? Like, how would you kind of put that in between that's complete bogus and all right, that makes sense, or that's fair?
It's called socialism.
It's
what's yours is mine, and what's mine is mine.
What's yours is mine. What's mine is yours.
It's like being married.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
No, I think I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
NC State and Carolina have lots of revenue streams that aren't available to the smaller schools, and they're drawing a lot more attendance. And, because of more attendance, you're going to have more money from concessions and so on and so forth. So I don't have any problems with it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So North Wolf asking, will there be any other season previews for any other fall sports? Don't necessarily have any planned, but you know what? I mean, I think that, we could definitely make something.
If you guys
happen.
have a request, you could let us know. We can see what we could do, kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, North Wolf. And if anybody's listening or watching, definitely let us know in the comments, what you guys want to see. And again, we're always up for feedback for sure. As again, this is for you guys, Wolfpack Nation, for sure. So, but Hunter saying, I love the smaller schools getting some help, exactly. We're not necessarily hurting per se, especially with the numbers that I've seen. And God, why didn't I actually have that ready? But I think I saw the NC State Athletics that came out with like a graphic and showed about how I think it was like Wolfpack Nation memberships went up like 65% this year or last year compared to 2022, 2023 season and things like that. So I mean, things are looking very, very good for us, for NC State Athletics financially, no doubt about it. Let me see if I can find that real quick here. But
do we have any while you're doing that? Do we have any thoughts on the new scholarships that have opened up from the NCAA?
So I mean, football now can have what 105 or something.
105. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I don't think we'll
20 more
see that.
scholarships.
I don't think we'll see them use all that. Like
I don't know if some schools even have the budget to do that, right?
Right.
Some
Especially
schools,
a smaller group of fives.
smaller schools, because that means that you're going to have to pay for housing, education,
Yeah,
Room
you're talking about
equipment,
you're talking about $250,000
meals.
per scholarship.
Yeah, I mean,
About
I
$2 million.
don't. I mean, I'm saying some of these
Yeah.
other schools, but then what's a
Yeah.
football staff even going to do with 105 players at that point?
Well, you think of that, that's
Right.
basically what they have now. They have all those walk-ons. I mean, you could
Well, yeah.
technically convert the walk-ons to scholarship at that point.
Well, technically, I mean, you have anywhere on roster between 115 and 120 football players between scholarship and walk-ons. So, but that's just that's my thing though, which I worry about is that basically it's kind of pushing out the spots for walk-ons, because obviously, if you can afford it, you'd rather have scholarship players that you can, that could really make an impact. Now, I mean, obviously, as we've seen with walk-ons, with Thayer Thomas, with Baker Mayfield, etc., that walk-ons can turn into great football players for sure. So, that's just kind of the hope there, is that hopefully they're, this isn't kind of pushing out the opportunity for walk-ons to get their moment as well. So that's the other kind of hope. So I did find it. So I was wrong that. So it's actually 65% increase in lighted red campaign donations from 2022 versus 2023.
So that makes
2024.
sense because of the points bump up, probably because they were offering quadruple points. So I'm sure
Correct.
people took advantage of that.
100%.
But speaking of that, I think we kind of talked about it last week, where the dues are going up. So again, I think that's in direct correlation with this announcement with the scholarships.
Yep. But the one thing I did see, which I did incorrectly, was that we had over 1,000 new Wolfpack Club members in 2023, 2024 versus 2022, 2023. So yeah, so things look good, y'all. Very, very excited about it. But we'll wrap it up there, y'all. So you know what? Here, we're gonna do this just for the sake of that Greg still being the winner, man. Greg, I'm gonna give you 15 seconds, man, of just what you want to say.
I guess I'm here by myself now. All right.
We're still here, Greg. We said
I-
15 seconds. So good job, Greg. You did great. Bud.
Did Greg
just
hit
didn't
a
know I
button? Because
wasn't ready
if
for
Greg hit the button, that would have been hilarious. Greg, you got 15 seconds. All right, done. Boop, goodbye.
That's what I thought happened. I'm like, did he just kill the show and like
that
left
was
me
one of
hanging?
the funniest.
No, I
things.
gave you focus stuff, man. We're doing
Greg,
great.
you've got all the time you want. Yep, thank you.
Can we edit
And
that?
go.
Oh, wait, no, we're live. Never mind.
And go. Or you know what? We could actually do it this way too. Yeah. See, that was a whole lot simpler. I should have just done it that way.
I am truly excited about. We are about a month away. What are we at? 31 days till the kickoff.
No,
30 days, 29 days. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't.
It's
Greg,
a
you have
month.
it on your
It's August
phone, bud.
29th.
I know. I'm bringing it up now.
So yeah, it's a month. So January,
Make sure to
February,
put this down.
April, May, June, July, August. Yeah, so 30 days. 30
Yeah, right
days.
there.
Yeah. I had to figure out how many days were in August. So
Stupid lighting.
yeah.
So right at a month.
Yep. All righty, y'all. So with that being said, Wolfpack Nation, make sure again to stay tuned, y'all. As we have some actually have a exclusive announcement coming up here this week, y'all, that you will not want to miss out on with our episodes this week. Do not miss out on, y'all. I cannot stress that enough, y'all. If you're listening, watching, Hunter specifically, since you've been awesome tonight, make sure to check out those episodes, y'all. That we're
Gold medal for Hunter. Gold medal for Hunter.
Gold medal for Hunter for sure. Who was all over that chat tonight, man. We appreciate it.
He did better than Macon.
Oh my gosh, poor Macon.
All right.
All right. Well, Wolfpack Nation. With that being said, we appreciate y'all. If you haven't already, y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Make sure to hit that like button as well, and give us a follow. Tuffy Talk now on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, y'all. We'll see y'all soon. As always, go Pack, y'all.